a radiator. The radiator feels cold. I hear voices behind that door. As long as I don't have an army behind me, I really shouldn't go in there. An iron chain hanging in the middle of the room. No idea what that's good for. There are 2 labels on it: danger, explosive, and do not bring in contact with water. For such dangerous stuff, that vat sure doesn't make a stable impression. In some places where the walls have cracked, the ice is visible behind the walls. We must therefore be below sea level. I'd better not touch it. The labels on it promise a lot of trouble if I do, and I have more than enough of that already. Hopefully the lid won't open. I can't open or close the valve with my bare hands. My former teacher, Mr. Puetz, would say no one can force a round metal rod to rotate with a wrench. The radiator feels cold. My former teacher, Mr. Puetz, would say no one can force a round metal rod to rotate with a wrench. The nut would just slide back and forth, and that won't get me anywhere either. I threaded the rod. Phew. That's it then. The vent is open. The radiator is gurgling and is cold. I guess there isn't enough water in the pipes. One of the surveillance cameras. Hopefully Max is constantly checking the monitors in the control room. One of the surveillance cameras. The sign warns that contact with water could trigger chemical reactions. The paint is so brittle that it crumbles just looking at it. The paint stuck to the silicone. With a little imagination, you can see the sign again. The peeled-off paint from the shield is now on the silicone impression. The no water symbol can be made out halfway clearly.
Water? Heat? There's no water in the heating unit? I'll see if I can find a control unit for the water feed. I hope that was the right switch.
There seems to be enough water in it now, but the radiator is still not heating up. If my plan works and Max understands my clues, the heater will get warm, and so will the pipes with the icicle between them. When it melts and slides out of the pipes, it will hopefully push the vat from the shelf onto the floor. And as soon as the vat cover opens and the highly explosive chemical comes into contact with the ice on the floor, it will go kaboom! A great fuse! If I could somehow get out of here, I should close the valve again afterwards, otherwise this whole joint will blow with me and Max inside.
There's no flame lit in the heating unit? Well, then let's look for the right button that fires it up. So, that should have been it. Ah, damn it! Nina, look out!
So I did hear right. The lady did actually manage to free herself. Well then, come along. The boss is already eagerly waiting to make your acquaintance.
Ah, Miss Kalinkov. We finally meet in person. Please excuse my bad manners. I would have introduced myself much sooner, but as you can see, I'm under quite a bit of stress. Allow me to introduce myself, Massimo Gattuso.
Kidnapping, aggravated assault, and whatever else you ordered to do. So you're considering that good form?
No, but special circumstances unfortunately demand special measures. But since you are already here, may I offer you a front row seat for the world premiere?
Thanks, but I'm not interested.
Then you'll really be missing something. You will witness how my new marketing measures will lead humanity into a happier future.
I can't wait.
As you should. I'm sure you're familiar with it. You spend days thinking about which dress you should buy, and then you have a fight with your boyfriend about whether you should buy the red or the green couch.
I don't need a couch, and certainly not a green one.
I will relieve humanity from these problems in the future.
Through brainwashing?
I call it help in decision-making. It will not only save people a lot of trouble, but they will also have more time to concentrate on really important things. You have to admit, it's a truly noble gesture on my part.
I have to admit, you're even sicker than I thought. All you care about is selling your products. You don't give a shit about the people.
What a shame that you don't appreciate my plans. Don't worry, though. You won't be in the position to take offense. And now, if you'll please excuse me, I have to prepare for the first test run. And if I can offer you a word of advice, be happy that you will be allowed to witness this spectacle. It would be a shame if you couldn't enjoy your last hours on Earth, wouldn't it?
It can't be much longer until the icicle slips from the pipe. I have to get out of here, fast! I think I may have something you've been looking for.
Oh, the part from the water pump? Thank you very much. We will reward you with a painless death.
How friendly of you.
Oleg, put that thing back in there quickly so that it's nice and warm again up in the station when we celebrate our triumph.
Okay. You will watch our guest of honor.
I don't think that our princess wants to run away, do you?
No, of course not. It's terribly comfortable here.
Damn it, we have some interfering radiation here somewhere. If we don't get it under control quickly, we'll have to stop the experiment.
You mean escape using the crane? We'll see if that goes well. But I don't have a better idea, so let's give it a shot. Good luck, Nina.
It's getting warm up there. The champagne is being chilled. This means that there is nothing standing in the way of our party.
The celebration will have to wait. We have some serious problems here. What the hell was that?
I'm sure we can thank this little toad here for this. But no more fun and games. You're finished.
I'm sorry that I was wrong about you, but Oleg was very convincing and...
That's okay. I'm a man. I don't hold a grudge. Come on, we've got to get to the airplane. The people from the sector are probably already waiting for us.
Nina's father tried for months to scientifically prove what had happened. However, he eventually gave up, knowing that there are some things that just can't be explained with formulas. Still, or perhaps because of that, a small film company is very interested in his story. After his encounter with the sect, Eddie the janitor immediately started attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and has been sober ever since. He is using his striking voice doing voiceovers for goblins in video games. Lisa originally wanted to become a photographer, but she was unsuccessful due to the fact that she couldn't manage to change the batteries in the camera. Her new career as a bike courier also ended suddenly after just 2 hours and her first flat tire, because no one patched the tire for her. She is now selling magnetic microwave hamsters from a small stand in Berlin. When the police arrived at the museum, Kansky's body had disappeared. As Max realized when he saw the amulet, the commissioner was a member of the mysterious sect, which no one has heard from since their intervention in Antarctica. The sect's motives remain a mystery. Were their actions really for the benefit of mankind? And have they really disappeared? The sanitation worker noticed Nina's lie just in time and didn't quit his job. 1 week later, he actually did win the lottery, divorced his wife, and has lived happily ever since. Conductor Karpman's unpunctuality cost him his job. However, German Railways was thrilled to hire him. He now works the daily Hamburg-Bielefeld route. After another 2,376 cigarette breaks together, soldiers Romanova and Yushin decided to quit smoking. They now spend their time sticking nicotine patches to various areas on each other's bodies. However, rumors of an upcoming wedding could not be confirmed. Agents Fetisov and Radinkov left the Secret Service to open a boutique in Moscow that features tailor-made suits. None of the passengers died in the dramatic train wreck, which looked worse than it was. The scientists are still puzzling over the strange results of the plant analysis that Nina so brilliantly manipulated. The Doberman Pinscher took advantage of the opportunity to escape and is currently following in the footsteps of one of his ancestors and terrorizing the moors of England. Barkeeper O'Brien was hit by a drunken truck driver in front of his pub, quit his job, and has been teaching rhetoric at the University of Dublin. The fisherman's doctor urgently recommended he pay better attention to his health. He now only fishes when the sun is shining, in other words, twice a year, and has switched to drinking single malt Scotch whiskey. Klaus lost his home when the pub closed. He wandered around homeless and without a goal for months until he finally discovered his purpose in life and a place to stay in the small German town of Geesthacht. He is now a game designer for graphic adventures. Fernando, the gatekeeper, is currently working on his latest series of paintings, the 1,000 extremely different growth stages of the date palm tree. Thanks to her untiring physical efforts, Sister Sabrina actually won the mayoral election. However, she had to resign 9 months later to take care of her baby. Shortly after his efforts in the inner courtyard, Puyol, the patient, set the world record in building a house of cards. Since then, he has appeared in numerous TV talk shows, babbling nonsense and earning money, hand over fist. However, we strongly oppose the extremely malicious insinuation that this career path is a general prerequisite for a career in television. Ramon builds strange figures out of shells based on Manuel Perez's even stranger drawings and sells them to tourists for exorbitant amounts of money. The villainous quartet was literally put on ice for a very long time. As a result, large-scale mind control continues to be reserved for a very popular, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. The contracts are signed and sealed. You can look forward to seeing your favorite characters again in Secret Files 2.
Max,
Yeah?
have I thanked you yet?
No, I don't think so.
The plane must have an autopilot function.
Camera's rolling.
And I'd like to help you too. I don't need to go to bed anymore anyway, and I can always sleep when I'm dead. So, if I can do something for you...
That's really nice.
Here's looking at you, kid. Sorry, I forgot my line.
Cut! You know the difference between me and you? I make this look good. Cut!
Just because I'm filming a shitty film for some shitty people doesn't mean that I enjoy being an actor. I was not outstanding, and I was not exceptional. I was monumental. I was epochal.
Camera's rolling.
Prop guy, please bring the fake iron bar this time. What a comedian.
Camera's rolling.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the stodgy could now look a lot like...
Cut!
I can't stand taking the train, sorry. Let's film the scene again.